200. Oh, hey, I didn't notice you there. What's going on? Just give me a second. Just wrapping up a workout. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Check out the hat. You see the hat right here? You see that? Let me take my hat off so you guys can hear me properly. Okay, so today we got a very interesting topic that surprisingly many people need help with. The topic of caring what other people think about you. If you didn't know, most people in this world lack confidence. You see, the people you see on TV and the people you see walking down the street and those runway models that look like they have the perfect life and they're fearless. That is untrue. Nobody in this world is without fear. Everybody has a certain thing that they're afraid of. And the people that look like they aren't afraid are the best at hiding it. You see, I have a lot of friends that look perfect on the outside and look like they have no problems. But once you get to know them, you realize that they're just like everyone else. I got a friend that's a runway model. And looking at his Instagram, you think, wow, this guy's perfect. But you realize that people have their own things that they deal with. So there are a few things that I want you guys to remember and want you guys to keep in mind. The first thing that I'm going to recommend for you guys is you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Every day, you should be doing things that make you nervous. And you should want to feel like stopping. You aren't going to feel easy walking up to a stranger and starting a conversation. It's not going to be easy to go on a roller coaster, especially if you're scared of heights. But I'm telling you right now that you will not regret it. I mean, if you have a heart condition and you go on a roller coaster and you have a heart attack, you probably will regret it. But if you don't have a heart condition, I say do it. Because you never know. That could be your favorite feeling in the world. That feeling of adrenaline you get going down 100 kilometers an hour. If only I could show you what it feels like to be on the other side. I started putting myself in risky situations a few years back. And I was at the point before where I was really nervous to do a lot of things. Talking to strangers was difficult and going to interviews for jobs and even going on roller coasters was tough for me. But once you do it the first time, once you put yourself in an uncomfortable position and you become comfortable with being uncomfortable, it will get easier and it will get better. And you're going to stop caring what other people think. We're all like sheep. Humans, we kind of flock to where the flock is going. And we don't tend to have our own opinions on a lot of things. And having your own opinions is a great feeling. Knowing that even if your best friends decide to do something else, and you could have your own opinion and stick to it, is an amazing feeling. When you go out to eat and you're with a beautiful girl and you don't know what to say, you feel like a loser. When you go to a restaurant and you're just sitting there, you don't want to order something because you don't want her to think that you're a pig, or you don't want her to think you're a wussy for ordering a salad. Who cares? You get whatever you want. And that confidence in knowing what you want, it is contagious, and people see it and they they feel it's a contagious feeling. They think that, wow, this person really knows what they want to do, and it makes me want to be at that same level as that person. So be comfortable with the uncomfortable. When you have this little thing in your head that says, wow, that's a really nice jacket, I want to see where that person got that jacket from. Before your mind even lets you think, oh, I shouldn't ask that person where he got that jacket because they might think I'm weird, or that person walking by might think I'm weird as well. And no, forget it, I won't do it. The time it took for your ego to shut yourself down and not do it, you could have already sparked a conversation with this person. And this person could have told you that their uncle owns a jacket factory and they get 90% off liquidation prices. You could have got that same jacket, but you were too afraid to do so. If only I could show you what the other side feels like. We talked about taking risks. So taking risks is one of those things that propels you and that takes you forward. If I never took risks, I wouldn't be able to say that I've gone bungee jumping. I wouldn't be able to say that I went to a foreign country for 3 months and lived by myself, not knowing any of the language. If I didn't take risks, I wouldn't be able to say that I've gone skydiving, which is friggin' amazing, by the way. If I didn't take risks, I wouldn't have met the people that I've met. And I wouldn't have the experiences that I'm so grateful that I've had. One thing that really helps for me to relax my monkey mind and stop caring what other people think is to think about things in the grand scheme of things. For example, if you see a pretty girl, or if you're into dudes, if you see a good-looking dude, and you don't want to walk up to that person because you think it's going to be the end of the world if they say no, just think about, if you speak to them, whether it goes right or wrong, in the grand scheme of things, your whole life, from the beginning till now and the future, how much of an impact will it have on you? Really think about that for a second. And if the answer is not really a big one, then don't even hesitate. Just walk right up to that person, stick your hand out and say, hey, my name is whatever your name is. What's your name? This conversation can go anywhere. And if it just stops at giving your names, so be it. At least you tried. And you will feel much better knowing that you tried, rather than walking away knowing in your head that you weren't brave enough to even give somebody your name. My last tip that I can give you guys is a very easy one, and one that if followed will make a big change in your own mindsets. So before you do something, instead of thinking in your head, wow, I'm so nervous, if you got to play, or if you got a piano recital, or if you're doing a swim competition, and this is high stakes, I want you to tell yourself, damn, I'm so excited for this, instead of saying, I'm so nervous. And that little change in the wording will let you know that it's a positive instead of a negative. Because, I mean, if you're nervous for a reason. You think you're going to lose or something's going to happen. But if you're excited for whatever happens. Just knowing you've made it this far, and whatever happens, you're okay. It'll change everything. So once again, thank you for watching. And I hope this helps. If you need any help with anything, send me your questions and I'll, do my best to help you out with them. For now, have fun. Push your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to take risks. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. And remember, You're excited. You're not nervous. Peace. Just doing some biceps here. Ha!